Look East has discovered that more than half of our MPs have been drawn into the expenses scandal. 32 MPs in this region are being asked to repay a total of more than £330,000. It follows the Legg report into expenses and an internal review by the parties.
With a general election only a few months away, this is an issue many of our MPs wish would just go away. This man, Sir Thomas Legg, wrote private letters to every MP with his findings. The contents won't be revealed until the new year, so some MPs hadn't made the details public. However, over the last few weeks, a growing number have repaid, others have renegotiated, and several have cleared their names. So this is the picture. 32 MPs have been asked to repay or have voluntarily repaid. The total is more than £330,000. 20 have been cleared. One, Charles Clarke, was asked for more information. One MP, Brian Binley, has been referred to the Parliamentary Standards Commissioner. One MP stepped down. Some of the biggest repayments we already knew. Phil Hope, £42,000 on renovations. Nearly £33,000 for East of England Minister Barbara Follett. £25,000 for Jonathan Ginogly. And £22,500 for Luton MP Margaret Moran's infamous dry rot. Several demands are in dispute and 2 MPs are going to appeal officially. The biggest of those, £63,250 by Essex MP Bernard Jenkin, relates to renting a flat from a relative. Bedford MP Patrick Hall disputes he owes £260 for mortgage interest payments. He told us the sum concerned is small, but it's a matter of principle. Mark Prisk, Conservative MP for Hertford and Stortford, disputed a £7,000 demand for mortgage interest. After discussions, he's agreed to pay £2,970. It's important to remember some MPs were cleared by Legg but made voluntary repayments. And all these MPs were officially cleared. If you want to find out what we've discovered about your local MP, you can go to our website, bbc.co.uk/lookeast.
Well, now for more unplanned moments with Mike Liggins. So far, we've had a biking vicar, some reindeer, and an appearance from Father Christmas. Tonight, we're promised a dramatic rescue, nostalgia, and a death-defying stunt.
It's 10 to 8 in the morning, and I'm due on the radio 2 minutes ago.
Talking of Mother Goose.
Oh, sorry I'm late.
The Goose just arrived.
Yes, I'm late for the Mark Murphy Breakfast Show. The listeners are full of good ideas, some sensible, others less so.
He says, why not go down to Felixstowe this morning covered in goose fat, because that's Christmassy, and have a bit of a dip in the water. We're a coastal county.
Yeah. Great idea.
Bad idea.
What more do we need?
One listener says we should see what White Watch at Suffolk Fire and Rescue are up to. And just as we're enjoying a nice cup of tea, a 999 call comes in.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
There's a report that Father Christmas has got stuck in the chimney at Hindlesham Hall. We're on the scene in double quick time. As the firefighters tug at Santa's leg,
Just hold in there.
his boot comes off. And while all this is going on, Suffolk Fire and Rescue are keen for us not to get into a similar scrape at Christmas. They want us to think about safety.
Well, there's a few inherent problems that raise their head at this time of year in the winter, which would be to have your open fires swept prior to use. And we encourage people to use the fuse variety of the electrical sockets rather than the box section ones.
Happily, Santa is absolutely fine, and the firefighters have time to enjoy a nice cup of tea and a mince pie.
Now, we've got something special planned, but I do need a costume. You'll have to wait.
By now, the weather is turning nasty, but we hear that Beryl at number 36 has a Christmas tree from the 1930s.
Yes. Well, it's not big, is it? But it's perfectly formed.
It's got a star on the top there.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it?
It's all original.
Yeah.
Yes.
And these little baubles as
Yes.
well.
But the silliest suggestion of the day comes from Colin in Mildenhall, who wants to see Mike Liggins as the fairy on top of a Christmas tree. So, Ipswich Town Centre to the tree paid for by the Evening Star. Well done them. There's just one problem. I don't like heights.
I'm scared! It was funny and now it isn't!
Frankly, it's hard to be all twinkly and Christmassy when you're frightened, but I manage a wave. Just. Next time, Colin in Mildenhall, keep your ideas to yourself, mate.
Just before he did look nice in that suit though, didn't he? Just before the weather, a few updates. There'll be a reduced service tomorrow between Liverpool Street and Shenfield and between Liverpool Street and Norwich because of the weather. That's on the trains. There's disruption at the port of Felixstowe because of high winds. And finally, Joel mentioned that one school is closed tomorrow. That school is Brandle School at Baldock in Hertfordshire. Now with the weather, Jim.
Well, it's cold, it's wintry, and there will be some quite heavy snowfall. In fact, we've already seen some snow showers across the region circulating around this area of low pressure, just over the southern North Sea. It's been feeding the cloudy weather in. Initially, it was just showers, some of rain, some of sleet. But as we get nearer to the centre of the low, you'll see some thicker cloud moving down towards the region, and it's that which will cause problems later on tonight. Now, where skies are already clear in the west of the region, it's already turned frosty, and everywhere else, you've got a selection of cloud giving some snow showers, some outbreaks of snow which will be quite heavy. There could be several centimetres of snow in some places, maybe 3 or 4 inches of snow in the Old Money, quite typically. And between these bands of heavier snow, notice the pale blue shading means a sharp frost. So everywhere, icy roads, some tricky driving out there, especially those untreated roads and the pavements if you're on foot. -2, -3 Celsius in the west of the region, slightly higher than that in the east towards the coast. And those very strong blustery winds, gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour today, in fact. They're going to ease down later tonight, but we are still going to have them blowing from the northeast. Still cold weather for tomorrow, and you can see this band of snow, the heavier, more persistent snow, moving south, breaking up. It'll leave a few showers behind even at the end of the day, and as soon as the sun sets, if not a little before, it'll already be turning frosty again tomorrow evening, especially so in the west, where it will be quite cold. Maximum temperatures barely getting above freezing in some places tomorrow, slightly less windy, but as you can see, the chart doesn't suggest summer's coming back anytime soon. Northerly winds with another low pressure area out over the southern North Sea, so staying cold, wintry and unsettled right through the weekend and into early next week. Now here we have the next 5 days. Tomorrow's the one that'll produce, I think, the heaviest snow across the region, and a cold day as well. We'll see just 1 or 2 showers left behind on Saturday, most of them I think nearer the coast, and then drier weather as we go through to the second half of the weekend and early next week. Still pretty cold, those temperatures not quite as low as they have been. Overnight temperatures, however, all plenty low enough for a frost. A very sharp frost tomorrow night, -3, -4 Celsius. So if you are out on the roads, do watch out for those slippery patches.
Kim, thank you very much indeed. And we'll have more in our late bulletin at 10:30 tonight, and of course on your BBC local radio station tomorrow morning.
That's all from us for this evening. Keep warm and keep safe, won't you?
Good night.
Goodbye.